Welcome to IELTS Speaking Studio. Today, we'll discuss some interesting topics related to driving in electric cars. Let's begin. How interested are young people in your country in learning to drive?
Well, in my country, most young people are quite eager to learn how to drive. Having a driver's license is often seen as a sign of independence and maturity. However, in big cities where public transportation is efficient, some young people delay learning to drive since they don't find it necessary.
Thank you. Now let's go over some useful vocabulary. Driver's license, an official document allowing a person to drive. Independence, the ability to do things on your own without relying on others. Public transportation, buses, trains, and other transport systems used by the public.
Exactly. These words will be useful when talking about driving.
What are the differences between driving in the countryside and driving in the city?
There are quite a few differences. Driving in the city is usually stressful due to heavy traffic, congestion, and frequent stoplights. On the other hand, driving in the countryside is more relaxing because the roads are less crowded and the scenery is beautiful. However, rural roads may not always be well maintained, which can make driving a bit challenging.
Great answer. Here are some key words. Congestion, when roads are too crowded with vehicles. Scenery, the natural landscape, such as mountains and fields. Well-maintained, kept in good condition.
That's right. These words will help describe different driving experiences.
Do you consider most drivers where you live to be good drivers?
Honestly, it depends. Some drivers follow traffic rules strictly and drive responsibly, but others can be quite reckless, especially during rush hours. I think better driver education and stricter law enforcement could help improve road safety.
Let's go over some useful terms. Reckless driving, driving dangerously or without care. Rush hour, the time when traffic is at its heaviest, usually in the morning and evening. Law enforcement, the system of police and authorities making sure laws are followed.
Yes, these words are great for discussing road safety.
How popular are electric cars in your country?
Electric cars are becoming more popular, but they are still not as common as gasoline-powered cars. The high cost and limited charging stations are major obstacles. However, as environmental awareness grows and governments provide incentives, more people are considering switching to electric vehicles.
Nice response. Here's some important vocabulary. Gasoline-powered, cars that run on fuel like petrol or diesel. Charging station, a place where electric cars are charged. Incentives, benefits or rewards to encourage people to do something.
Yes, these terms are essential when talking about electric cars.
In what ways could more people be persuaded to buy electric cars?
I think several strategies could encourage people to buy electric cars. First, governments could offer tax incentives and subsidies to make them more affordable. Second, improving charging infrastructure would ease people's concerns about battery range. Finally, automakers should continue innovating to make electric cars more efficient and stylish.
Here are some key words from that answer. Subsidy, financial support from the government to lower costs. Battery range, the distance an electric car can travel before needing to be recharged. Infrastructure, the basic systems needed for transportation, like roads and charging stations.
Absolutely. These words help explain how electric cars can become more popular.
Do you think all cars will be electric one day?
Yes, I believe so, but it will take time. With advancements in battery technology and concerns about climate change, the transition to electric vehicles seems inevitable. However, challenges like battery production, recycling, and charging infrastructure must be addressed before this can happen on a large scale.
Let's summarize some important vocabulary. Climate change, the long-term shift in global weather patterns. Transition, the process of changing from one state to another. Recycling, the process of reusing materials instead of throwing them away.
Yes, these words are very relevant when discussing the future of transportation.
That's all for today's podcast. Thank you for joining us for this IELTS speaking practice session. If you found this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more IELTS speaking practice. See you next time.